Peace family, Conjure Queen here, and in this segment we are going to be talking about 5 tips to spiritually protect your babies, your children, right? So as you guys may know, children are very vulnerable to psychic and spiritual attack. Their aura is not as strong as ours, so as parents we have to take care of our babies and make sure that they're protected from spiritual entities, from evil eye, and any type of malicious entities around them. So the first tip that I'm going to share with you guys is a tip that my grandmother used to do with me when I was a baby. So my grandmother and my mother would take an egg, right, like a white egg, and they would put like a cross on it. They were Christians, so they put a cross. You can put any type of religious or spiritual symbol that you resonate with that means protection. So they would put a cross on the egg, and then they would bless it with holy water, pray over it, and then they would put it in like a stocking, and they would hang it up above the door, like they would hammer it up above the door. Now what you're supposed to do is put this above the door where the baby sleeps at the most. So this can be the nursery, the bedroom, wherever the baby is the most. Because the reason why you have an egg, eggs absorb negative energy. So let's say that there's an entity, or let's say people coming in and out of your house, you don't know what type of energy they got. Having that protection by the door will protect your child from anything and any spirits that somebody may leave there. They may send evil eye there to the baby unintentionally. And also at nighttime, you know, there tend to be spirits that like to prey on children. Once again, babies are very vulnerable to psychic attack, and evil spirits are attracted to babies. They're attracted to their innocence, and they like to suck their life force and also torment them. So if your baby is crying a lot and you know you don't know what's wrong, and they always screaming and crying and hollering in the middle of the night, sometimes it can be spiritual entities messing with them. And so when my mother and my grandmother put the egg above the door, they noticed that like I stopped crying, I was more calm, and I was at peace. Number 2, now this is another powerful way to protect your babies or your children. Now what I would do is I would get an Angelica Root, and you can put the Angelica Root in a little red mojo bag, right, a little sachet bag. What it's going to do is, Angelica Root is known to be a protector. It's known as the angel root, right? So symbolically what it is like that baby, the essence of the root is an angel protecting the baby. So you would take that red mojo bag with the root inside of it and put it either under the pillow of the child, or put it somewhere in the cradle where the baby sleeps, right? You can even like tie it to the side of the cradle where the baby sleeps at, but preferably near the head, where the baby lays his head, okay? Angelica Root is very powerful for women. It's known as a woman's root, and is also very protective with children. It'll keep evil spirits away. It'll keep all type of negative energy away from the child, and also fight off nightmares, and also the hag. Another powerful amulet that I would recommend you have for your child is an all-seeing eye amulet. Now the all-seeing eye amulet, it comes, usually people get it in blue. The all-seeing eye is to ward off jealousy. Sometimes people are not able to conceive children, and they may say little things like, oh, I'm so jealous, oh, your child is so beautiful, I wish I had a beautiful baby like that, not knowing that they're sending evil eye. Now people can send evil eye even if it's not intentional, right? Especially people who are spiritually powerful, who are witches, who are mystics, they tend to inflict evil eye the most. So if you have witchy friends, or you know people around you that might be kind of into the occult, and they make comments like that, or they staring at your baby for too long, like having an all-seeing eye amulet on your child, whether it's like a little necklace, a little bracelet, something on them will help to fight off jealousy so that your baby won't get sick. Because evil eye makes babies sick, it makes them cry, and it hurts their spirit. The 4th tip is, before your baby goes to sleep, or even your child, right, like you anoint them with olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And the reason why we use olive oil, like they've been using olive oil for blessings, for anointings for centuries, okay, aeons, back to ancient Egypt. Why olive oil? Because the olive branch is known to be holy, to be sacred, right? To bring blessings. So you're not just gonna go to the store and grab a bottle of olive oil and then put it on your baby. No, like what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some olive oil, put it to the side, and you're gonna pray over it intentionally. You can say Psalm 23, you can say Psalm 91, and say your baby's name over the oil and say, please protect so-and-so, protect them from evil, protect them from harm, protect them from witchcraft, protect them from any type of harm that may try to come near them. It will not affect them. Say your own prayer that feels right to you. Anoint the baby's third eye, the crown of their head, their feet, okay, their stomach, their back, and their chest. And also if you can get the back of the neck, because these are all portals for spirits to try to enter your baby. Now, the fifth tip is to have scissors over the bed of your child or your baby, open scissors, right? Parents would do this to ward off the angry hag. Now, I don't know if you guys ever experienced this as a child, but I know I have, where you have sleep paralysis, where you feel like something's on top of your chest holding you down and you can't scream, you can't move, you can't yell for your parents, like you just feel completely hopeless. It's one of the most terrifying feelings that anybody could ever have, and I wish that on no one, not even my worst enemy, okay? So if you want to protect your child from having a terrifying experience like that, then having sharp scissors, preferably buy some new scissors that you haven't used before, and put it over the baby's head. Now also, you know, make sure that it's secure and that it's not going to fall down on the baby, right? Like you want to either hammer it down, seal it by the wall, but make sure that it's stable. And keep it far away where the baby can't reach it, grab for it, or cut themselves. You know, safety comes first. And you know what? I'm just going to even throw in an extra bonus, right? Like let's say, for instance, if your child is sick, right? Like if you have a baby or a child that's always very sickly, and it's like you're doing everything you can, you're giving them their medicines, their herbs, like you're feeding them right and everything, it just seems like nothing's working for them and they just stay sick. 9 times out of 10, this could be something spiritual happening. So an old hoodoo trick, right? It's a really good book called Slave Medicine. They talk about this, where the indigenous people would put like an axe or a sharp knife under the bed of where the person sleeps, and it's supposed to cut the sickness or cut the cold or cut the evil energy that's making them sick and ill consistently. Okay, I don't know how this works, but it does. Okay, it works like a charm. So if you have a very sickly child, putting like a sharp blade or a sharp knife under the bed or like somewhere under the mattress, obviously, once again, safety measures, right? Put it under the bed so that way they can't get to it. But what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to fight off, symbolically fight off whatever it is that's trying to attack your child and keep that evil away. So those are the tips to spiritually protect your children and spiritually protect your babies. This is especially useful for new mothers, mothers that are expecting, or even people who have children, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends who have kids. Share this video with somebody because it can definitely help them on their journey, spiritual journey, and also help a baby, help a child. So if you like this video, family, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And drop your comments in the comment section if you have any particular questions about this video. If you want extra tips on how to spiritually protect yourself or your family, then let me know. Until then, Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.